Hey, Treasure History. Today's essential question is, where is the ancient Indus Valley? Please pause your video and copy your essential question neatly across the top of your notebook. Please draw the vertical line for your notes, and please draw these two boxes in the top corner. Remember that your EduCanon score will go right here at the end of your video. Today is the beginning of your new unit about the ancient civilizations of the Indus Valley. To get to the Indus Valley, we leave northern Africa, where Egypt is, and we travel east to reach the subcontinent of India, which is in the southern part of Asia. The Indus Valley was home to one of the oldest civilizations in the world, beginning in 3300 BCE. 2,000 years later, or 1,300 years before the birth of Jesus, these cities were abandoned with no more people. The ruins of the Indus Valley, like what you see in this picture, are some of the oldest cities in the world that you can still see today. So why was the Indus Valley a good place for these cities to begin? I want you to be the archaeologist here. You're going to think about what you see on this map that would have been helpful or important for the people who lived here. So, in order to be the archaeologist, please draw these boxes in your notes. Take 1 minute to copy Indus Valley on the side and make the following 3 boxes. I want you to write good for agriculture, good for protection, and good for travel. Pause and copy those words. Okay, if you're hearing this, then your notebook should look just like mine. Under these words, you're going to write the geographical features that you see on the map that you think will fit in each category. So, use this map to write down the features that you think would be most helpful for farming or agriculture, the features that you think would be good for protection from enemies, and the features that you think will be good for travel. Pause your video and try to write at least one feature in every box. Go. Okay, so what were some of the things that you wrote? The most important geographical feature for starting civilization in the Indus Valley was, of course, the Indus River. For starters, this area needed that one feature that we knew was crucial for farming. Here's the picture of the Indus River on the map. And as you can see, these other rivers were important as well, but there were no old civilizations that popped up on the Ganges that was quite as old as the one in the Indus. So we're starting with studying the Indus River. The Indus River provided all of the features that were necessary for agriculture. The Indus was the longest river in Pakistan. Pakistan is a country that we still have today, but was not a country back then. So we call it Pakistan now. It's a country in southern Asia. As you can see, it's northwest of India. This is Afghanistan right here. So it's south of Afghanistan, which you might have heard of. We currently have troops there from the United States. And then it is also west of China, which is on top of India. So the Indus River stretches 2,000 miles from the Arabian Sea all the way up to here, which is the Himalayan mountains. This is a 2,000-mile long stretch of river. Just like in Mesopotamia, the reason that it starts in the mountains is because there's snow on top of the mountains, and then during warmer seasons, the snow melts and fills the river. The Indus Valley people use the Indus River for irrigation to bring water to their fields. They use water to wash and bathe themselves. Even today, this is a picture from now, but the same thing happened back then too. They even used the river for religious ceremonies because they believed that washing yourself in the river was something that you did that was holy or that pleased the gods. There were more than 1,400 towns and cities located along the Indus River. Can you believe that? That's so many towns. But the biggest cities were called Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Each of these cities had as many as 80,000 people. These cities had great protection from invaders. The highlands to the northwest and the Himalayan mountains to the northeast prevented unwanted visitors. Few people tried to enter or leave the Indus Valley by crossing over land because, as you can see, it was super hard to get anywhere by the land. They were blocked in. So instead, a lot of people traveled by water. See the Arabian Sea to the southwest? Boats in ancient times were made of wood or bundles of reeds. Modern experiments have proved that even reed boats, like the one that you see in this picture, could cross oceans. Boats like what were created in the ancient Indus Valley are still used today in India, Pakistan, and in the Arabian Gulf. Here's a picture of some reed boats that are still used now. So, anyone traveling to or out of the Indus Valley, like these merchants, were much more likely to go by sea than by land. For example, Mesopotamians were big trading partners with the people of the Indus Valley. Here's a picture of Indus Valley traders going into the Mesopotamian city of Babylon. You can see that they used water routes to get there from this map. The orange circle is Mesopotamia, and the blue circle is the Indus Valley. You can see that from Mesopotamia, they were able to go through the Persian Gulf into the Arabian Sea and up the Indus River to reach these people. Same way, right back at them, Indus Valley people went back through the Arabian Sea up the Persian Gulf to reach the Tigris and Euphrates, and they were able to trade with one another. The Indus Valley civilization, though, could not expand any further to the southeast, as they were blocked by a region of dry, barren land. What feature do you see on this map that would have stopped them from moving to the southeast? That's right. The Thar Desert was dry, inhospitable land. It was not good for farming. But it did provide great protection from enemies, leaving the Indus River Valley enclosed on nearly all sides, protected by the desert over here, the highlands to the northwest, and the mountains to the northeast. Now, go back to your playlist to play the game called Dr. Indus. You'll find the link in your playlist. You're going to play this game almost the rest of the period, and it will show you around the geography of the Indus Valley in more detail. Good luck.